Today we're going to talk about and play around with the primary colors in art. And there are three primary colors, all right? You're going to need a blue, a red, and a yellow. All right, so find those three colors of crayons, and I'd like you to use crayons today with me as we play around with these. And we can use other pigments later, but for today, let's try to use some crayons. So find some crayons and then get back with me. Okay, so we had a chance to find some crayons and some paper, I hope, and I want you to test your crayons to make sure that you do have a true blue. So you're going to scribble down just a little bit of that blue. You're going to scribble down a little bit of that red, testing to make sure it is a good red, and scribble down a little bit of yellow. Again, you want to test to make sure it's a good yellow. These are called primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. And they're the primary colors because you can't make these colors. These colors come first. You have to find them somewhere in nature. But with these three colors, the red, the blue, and the yellow, I can make just about every other color that I would like. So the primary colors in pigment in art are red, blue, and yellow. That word primary, by the way, means first. All right? These are first up, and they always get to be first. And again, that's because I can't make these colors. I have to find them. Now, these colors do make other colors. For instance, if I take this blue and yellow, and if you scribble down a little bit of this blue and scribble a whole bunch of yellow over top, you can see what's happening there. It's turning it to green. All right, so your blue and your yellow make green. If you took a little bit of that red and then you added yellow over top of that red, you could make some orange. Now, the next two that I'm going to put together are my red and my blue. This makes a purple, but there's a sort of a trick to making the purple. You don't want to do this color too dark. You want to start with a little bit of red or blue, doesn't matter which one you're using first. Then lightly go back over with the other colors. There's my little bit of blue. I'm lightly going back in with my red. And this color I'm going to build up slowly. So I'm going to build it up slowly, slowly, slowly on top of each other. And as you start to see it, it's going to start to turn to that purple. All right, so blue and red make purple, but it does take a little bit of practice and very slowly blending of those colors together. The red and the blue make a purple. Now, if you go really, really dark with the color, that purple is going to sort of look black. It's going to get so dark, it's going to look more black than it does purple. All right, so just sort of be prepared for that, sort of a purpley black that we've got going on there right now. All right, so your blue and yellow made green, your red and yellow made orange, and your red and blue made purple. All right, so try that for me. Now, there's another color that these primary colors make, and artists refer to these colors as mud, M-U-D. And that's when you add all the colors together, because when you mix them up, it becomes kind of a crazy looking color. Sometimes this is going to look like a dirty baby's diaper. And sometimes this is going to look like throw up, I'm afraid. Sometimes it's just going to look like mud, just like a dirty bleh kind of color. It's just kind of all kind of crazy mixed up colors. Now, up close, when you get really, really close to it, sometimes you can see all those beautiful colors and you go, ooh, how nice. But when you move it back away, you can see that it's just getting kind of a bleh kind of color. And that's why artists will refer to this as mud. All right. So now that we've played around and experimented some with our red, blue, and yellow into mixing, now it's time to start an actual drawing with those primary colors. So find a new sheet of paper, and I'll show you some examples I've started with already. Let me find my examples. And today, your challenge is going to be to take those three crayons and make a beautiful picture that shows lots of colors. So here you can see where I used my blue crayon, my red crayon, and my yellow crayon. But look what I did in the trees. I mixed some yellow and some blue and made green. All right, and look at the tree trunks. I mixed up those mud colors. I mixed a bunch of colors together, the red, the blue, and the yellow, to make those mud colors. For my mountains back here, I mixed up my blue and my red, and I've got a purpley kind of look. All right. For my nose, I have my red and yellow. For my orange, again, I've got my purple with my blue and red. And look, the dark blue and red making that blackish color for the boots. All right. So just use those 3 crayons today, red, blue, and yellow, and see what kind of picture you can come up with. But look, I've got a few more. Here, I have a hot air balloon floating over the mountains. And again, you can see where I mixed my blue and yellow to make green. I made an orange for my tree trunk. All right. But then when I mixed in just a tiny little bit of blue to it, kind of made it look a little bit more brown, more muddish kind of looking. Look, I've got a rainbow with my red and my yellow for the orange, and my yellow, and my blue and yellow for the green, and my blue, and my red and my blue for the purple. All right. So again, you can make any kind of scene you would like. All right. From landscapes and snowmen to, look, I created a monkey. This time I used a bunch of mud color. Look at that. Because I wanted to get sort of that brownish look in his fur. All right. But I also have my orange. I also have my purple little nose and my green for the vine, and a little bit of blue and a little bit of red and just pure yellow. But most of the color that I used in this drawing was the mud color. Doesn't matter how you use your color, just spend some time today playing with those primary colors. Have a good day.